Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station with some late night baseball using Digital Diamond Baseball. And this is the Great Teams League, and we have a wonderful matchup tonight from LA. We have the 1998 New York Yankees versus the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers. Pitching matchup is absolutely outstanding. You have David Cone from 1998, who is 20 wins, 7 losses, earned run average 3.55, right-handed pitcher, versus the absolutely fabulous left-handed fireballer Sandy Koufax, as well with an excellent curve. And in 1965, Koufax 26 wins, 8 losses, 2.04 earned run average. The Yankees took the first game of the series. Don Drysdale was defeated by Andy Pettitte. As we are in Game 2 of the Great Teams League, and we're going to give you a few games now and then from this Great Teams League and Digital Diamond Baseball. So the New York Yankees lineup is as follows. Derek Jeter playing shortstop, leading off. Batting second, the center fielder Bernie Williams. Batting third, the right fielder Paul O'Neill. Batting fourth, the first baseman Tino Martinez. Batting fifth and doing the catching, Jorge Posada. Batting sixth, the third baseman Scott Brocious. Batting seventh, the second baseman Chuck Knobloch. Batting eighth, playing left field, Chad Curtis. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, David Cone. For the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers, leading off, playing shortstop, Maury Wills. Batting second, playing third base, Jim Gilliam. Batting third, playing second base, Jim Lefevre. Batting fourth, playing right field, Ron Fairley. Batting fifth, playing left field, Lou Johnson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Wes Parker. Batting seventh, center fielder, Willie Davis. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Hector Valle. Batting ninth, the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. Alrighty, and here we go with the game. Koufax on the mound. Derek Jeter comes to the plate. Right-handed batter, Jeter, 1998. Just check out the options here. Those are still the real stats. We're going to keep the real stats for a few games until we build up some numbers here. So in 1998, Derek Jeter batted .324 and .345 off left-handed pitching. Valle behind the plate, Koufax on the mound. The windup and the pitch by Sandy Koufax. Jeter needs a dice roll of 672 or greater to reach base safely. Here's the dice roll. 5-3-5. That ball goes out to center field. Davis is there, and he makes the catch for 1 out. Bernie Williams, the Yankees center fielder, comes to the plate, the switch hitter. He'll be batting right-handed against the left-handed throwing Sandy Koufax. 1998, Williams batted .339 and .350 off left-handed pitching. Williams needs a 6.38 or greater to reach base safely. Koufax toes the rubber, gets the sign from Valle. Here's the pitch to Williams. 6.08, that ball goes to Wills at short. He gobbles it up and throws to Parker at first for out number 2. 2 outs, no one on. Right fielder Paul O'Neill for the Yankees comes to the plate, left-handed batter. Batted .317 in 1998 and .286 off left-handed pitching. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. He'd love to get his first strikeout. Here's the windup and the pitch to Paul O'Neill. He needs a 7.90 or greater to reach safely. We await the dice roll. 2 outs, no one on. 5-4-9, that ball goes to second base. base. Lefevre has it. Throws to Parker. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Due up for the Dodgers. Wills, Gilliam, and Lefevre. Maury Wills in 1965 batted .286 and off right-handed pitching, .274. Wills is a base-running threat if he gets on, left-handed batter. He needs a 7.02 or higher to reach base safely. David Cone on the mound. He delivers the pitch to Wills. 7-1-5. Maury Wills works a walk. Leadoff walk-on. Tino Martinez will hold him on. Maury Wills' stealing ability. He has a 68% chance to get the proper lead, so that would be a dice roll of under 680. And then to complete the theft of second base, he needs under a 750. At the plate, Jim Gilliam, he batted .280 in 1965 and .258 off right-handed pitching. 80% chance of a successful bunt. Well, we're going to send Maury Wills here, so the first dice roll we need under 680 and the second one under 750. There goes Wills, and he is safe. Second dice roll is 7-2-2, so Maury Wills turns the walk into a double as he steals second base with no outs. And now we have Jim Gilliam at the plate. I am managing the Los Angeles Dodgers, by the way. Gilliam has an 80% chance of a successful sacrifice bunt, so we need a dice roll under 800. So Jim Gilliam will try to sacrifice now to bring Maury Wills to third base. Need under an 800. Oh, it's a bad bunt. Posada quickly fields and throws to Brocious, who tags Maury Wills out. Gilliam reaches on the fielder's choice. How ironic that if we had swung away, that would have been a base hit. So the 80% chance of a successful bunt goes for naught. So 1 out, Gilliam at first, and Jim Lefevre steps to the plate. Dodgers second baseman. Batted .250 in 1965. .230 off right-handed pitching. He needs a 6.83 or higher to reach base safely. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch by Cone. 3-5-1. That ball goes to Tino Martinez at first. He fields it and goes to the bag himself for out number 2. Reaching second base is Gilliam. He's in scoring position with 2 outs now. And David Cone steps to the plate. Ron Fairley steps to the plate to face David Cone. Another righty-lefty matchup here for Coney. Fairley batted .274 in 1965, .287 off right-handed pitching. He needs a 6.65 or better. His home run swing, 9.86 or higher. Cone gets the sign from Posada. He sets and delivers. 2 outs, 1 on. 6.36. That ball goes to Tino Martinez, and he catches the hard line drive to end the inning. We go to the top of the second, still no score. Due up for the 1998 Yankees, Martinez, Posada, and Brocious to face Sandy Koufax. Tino Martinez batted .281 in 1998 and .268 off left-handed pitching. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The windup and the pitch by Sandy Koufax. Martinez needs a 7.96 or higher to reach base safely. That's an 8.70. That is a single into right field, so a leadoff single by Tino Martinez. And that will bring Jorge Posada to the plate, Martinez being held on by Wes Parker. Posada batted .268 in 1998, .357 off left-handed pitching. The switch-hitting Posada will bat right-handed against the lefty-throwing Koufax. Dodgers looking to turn 2 here. Posada needs a 6.71 or higher to reach base safely. Valley flashes the sign. Koufax sets and delivers. The dice roll. 4, 8, 9. And that's a wild pitch. Koufax uncorked a fastball past Valley, the catcher, and now in scoring position is Tino Martinez. So no outs, Martinez at second. Jorge Posada still at the plate. The windup and the pitch by Sandy. As we hit the reset button, here's the dice roll. 804, that's a single to left field. Johnson has the ball. Let's see, here comes Martinez around. Great throw by Johnson, and Valley tags him out. So, the Yankees literally roll the dice, and they come up craps as they get their first out thrown out at the plate. Great throw by Johnson. Hello, ID Gesture in the chat. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Remember to check out ID Gesture's channel. He's been playing a lot of Path of Exile. He's played some Grim Dawn and some Diablo. He also has wonderful retro sports games. So check out ID Gesture. Great channel there. I subscribe, and so should you. All right, so Posada's single goes for naught. As the runner is thrown out at the plate by Johnson. So 1 out, 1 on. Scott Brocious steps to the plate. Yankee third baseman. Batted 300 in 1998. 370 off left-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch to Brocious. Posada being held on by Parker. Here's the dice roll. .055. And that's a big swing and a miss. Sandy Koufax first strikeout. 2 outs now, 1 on. Number 7 hitter Chuck Knobloch comes to the plate for the Yankees. Second baseman, 265. Off lefties, 252. Koufax toes the rubber, looks in at Valley. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Knobloch. 2 outs, 1 on. No score. Top of the second. Posada tries to steal, can't get the lead, stays put now. 5-9-4, that ball goes out to Johnson. It's a deep fly ball and left. He keeps going back at the wall, and he makes the catch. Inning over, so Knobloch gave it a ride, just not far enough. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Due up for the Dodgers, Johnson, Parker, and Davis. Hello, Ken Castro and Chris Anderson. Hope all is well. A little late night baseball action going here from LA. Digital Diamond Baseball. So Lou Johnson comes to the plate to face David Cone. Righty-righty matchup. Johnson batted .259 in 1965 for the Dodgers. .286 off right-handed pitching to reach safely .722 or better. Cone gets the sign from Posada. Here's the pitch to Lou Johnson. 7-1-3, that ball goes out to center field. Bernie Williams comes in on it, and he makes the catch on the shallow fly ball. 1 up, 1 down. Wes Parker steps to the plate. Dodger first baseman. He batted .238 in 65, .251 off right-handed pitching. He needs a 6.97 or better to reach base safely. The higher the dice roll, the better the result. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. 4.99. That ball goes to Tino Martinez, and he catches the line drive at first base. 2 up, 2 down. No one on. Dodgers center fielder Willie Davis comes to the plate. 238 hitter. Against righties, 264. He needs a 7.57 or more to advance safely. Cone looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Righty-lefty matchup. Cone sets and delivers to Davis. 2 outs, no one on. 2-1-0. That ball goes out to Paul O'Neill. It's a shallow fly ball. O'Neill comes in, makes the catch, inning over. Go to the top of the third, no score. Due up for the 1998 Yankees. Curtis, Cone in the top of the order, Jeter. Chad Curtis, 243, and off left-handed pitching, 241. Koufax gets the sign. He sets and delivers to Curtis. Curtis needs a dice roll of 7-2-4 or higher to reach safely. .097, that's going to be a strikeout, as Curtis was frozen by that slow breaking ball. 1 up, 1 down. The pitcher David Cone comes up to face his counterpart, Sandy Koufax. Lefty-righty matchup. Cone's a left-handed batter. Lefty-lefty matchup, excuse me. Cone needs an 8-9-2 or better to reach base safely. Odds look good for a strikeout here for Sandy. The windup and the pitch to Cone. 1 out, no one on. 3-4-0, and that is a strike 3 called. So 2 outs, top of the order. Derek Jeter, Yankee shortstop, 0 for 1 today. He's looking for a 6-7-2 or better. Koufax works quickly. Here's the pitch to Jeter. We await the dice roll and the result. 2-9-4. That ball goes out to left field. Johnson goes back on it, and he makes the running catch at the warning track. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Due up for the 1965 Dodgers. Valley, Koufax, and the top of the order, Wills. Hector Valley steps to the plate. Limited playing time in 1965. He had a .308 batting average. Righty-righty matchup. He's looking for a 7-1-1 or higher. If you're thinking home run, 9-8-1 or better. Cone to this point has kept the Dodgers hitless in the first 2 innings. Posada goes through the sides. Cone nods his head. Here's the pitch to Valley. The dice roll. 6-8-5. That ball goes out to Bernie Williams, and he comes in and makes the catch in center field. For out number 1, Sandy Koufax steps to the plate, and in 1965, the Dodger pitcher batted .177. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch by Cone. Koufax needs a 7-8-2 or higher to advance safely. 7-3-9. Koufax rips a ball out to right field. O'Neill continues to go back on it, and at the track, at the wall, he reaches up and makes the catch. Wow. Sandy gave that ball a ride. Just a long out, though. So 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the order, Maury Wills. He walked his first time up, stole second base, and then was thrown out at third on a very poor sacrifice bunt by Gilliam. Again, you want to keep Wills off the base paths. If you're the Yankees, he turns singles or walks into doubles. He's looking for a 7-0-2 or better to reach safely. Posada goes through the sides. Cone's ready. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. 2 outs, no one on. 3-0-7. That ball goes to Jeter. He charges it and quickly throws to Martinez, and they just get Wills at first base. Inning over. We go to the top of the fourth, still scoreless. Due up for the 1998 Yankees. Williams, O'Neill, and Martinez, the heart of the order, to face Sandy Koufax. Bernie Williams, 0 for 1 today. Looking for that 6-3-8 or better to reach base safely. Remember, the higher the dice roll, the better the result. Koufax ready to work. Here's the pitch to Bernie Williams. .007. That is going to be a strikeout on a big swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to that Koufax heat. 1 up, 1 down. Paul O'Neill steps to the plate. Yankee right fielder. He's 0 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. He needs a 7-9-0 or better to advance safely. 3-4-1, and that's another strikeout. Big swing and a miss on another fastball. So the first 2 batters have faced the Sandy Koufax wrath and have gone down swinging with fastballs. And that will bring Tino Martinez up. Looks to extend this inning with 2 outs. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Martinez is 1 for 1. He needs a 7.96 or higher to reach base safely. Valley goes through the signs. Koufax nods his head. The big windup and the kick and the pitch. Here it is. .090. That's a strikeout. He froze him on the curveball. Sandy Koufax strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. Due up for the 1965 Dodgers. Gilliam, Lefevre, and Fairley. And we have What's Blazing in Sports in the chat. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Check out D-Tub and What's Blazing in Sports, wonderful boxing channel. You gotta check out his live chats. If not, catch him on demand, but to catch him live is absolutely wonderful. Hope the little man and mom are doing all right tonight, my friend. So remember to check out What's Blazing in Sports, as well as ID Gesture, two wonderful channels out here on YouTube. So Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup for David Cone. Gilliam 0 for 1 today. He's looking 6.62 or better to advance safely. The windup and the pitch by Cone. 0-4-8. That is a strikeout. Big swing and a miss by Gilliam. So Cone strikes out the first batter here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out. Jim Lefevre steps to the plate. Dodgers second baseman. He's 0 for 1. He wants a 6.93 or higher to advance safely. Cone peers in at Posada. He gets the side. He sets and delivers. Here's the pitch to Lefevre. 1-2-9. Another strikeout for Coney. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. So he's trying to duplicate Koufax's effort. In the top of the fourth, he struck out the first two batters here. He wants to strike out the side, just like his counterpart, Sandy Koufax. Ron Fairley, the Dodger right fielder, has other thoughts. He's 0 for 1 today. Fairley's looking 6.65 or higher. If you're thinking home run swing to give the Dodgers a 1-0 lead, 9.86 or better. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. 8-3-0, and that is a soft ground ball. Knobloch can't get to it in time, and that's going to be an infield hit. First hit of the game for the Dodgers. So Fairley's on with 2 outs. Martinez will hold him on. Fairley, if he can get the proper lead, which would be under 80, which is a very difficult dice roll, he has a very good chance of stealing second, because he has a 70% chance, which would mean under 700. Lou Johnson comes up plate, Dodger left fielder, 0 for 1 today, so we're going to take a shot at Fairley stealing. So the first dice roll has to be under 80. It's not. It's a 7-9-1. He'll stay put. So we'll be up to Lou Johnson, who's looking 7-1-7 or better. Cone sets and delivers. 2 outs, 1 on. 4-6-3. That ball goes to Jeter. And he throws over to Martinez. Inning over. Nice big hop for Jeter. We go to the top of the fifth, still scoreless in this pitcher's duel here in L.A. Late Night Baseball from Al, Red Sox fan, and his YouTube station using Digital Diamond Baseball. Due up for the 1998 Yankees, Posada, Brocious, and Knobloch. What's blazing in sports is, you know, the little man's fighting sleep. He always is. So Jorge Posada, 1 for 1, steps to the plate. Switch hitting catcher, batting right-handed off the left-handed throwing Koufax. 1 for 1 today. His home run swing, 9.66 or better to reach safely 6.76 or higher. Let's see if Sandy can strike out 4 in a row. He struck out the side in the top of the fourth. The windup and the pitch by Koufax. The dice roll. 2-6-5. He gets strikeout number 4. Big swing and miss by Posada. Let's see if Sandy can get strikeout number 5 in a row. Scott Brocious comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He needs a 6.57 or higher. His home run swing, 9.55 or better. His strikeout swing, 267 and under. Koufax peers in at Valley. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Brocious. 1 out, no one on. We await the dice roll. That's a 2-1-2. That's another strikeout. Sandy has 8 strikeouts so far in under 5 innings. That's 5 in a row. Can he go for number 6? Chuck Knobloch comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Knobloch needs a 705 or better to reach safely. Koufax wants a 225 or under for number 6 in a row for strikeouts. The windup and the pitch by Sandy. 2 outs, no one on. And that's a 9-2-8. That is a single to left. So Knobloch says, not on my watch. So Knobloch's on first. He's a threat to steal. He'll be held on by Wes Parker. For Knobloch to steal, he needs the first dice roll of under 300, and then the second under 720 to complete the theft of second base. 2 outs, 1 on. Chad Curtis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He needs a 719 or better. His home run swing, 959 or higher. Koufax toes the rubber, peers in at Valley. He sets and delivers to Curtis. We await the dice roll. 2 outs, 1 on. No score. 294. That ball goes to Wills at short. It's a high hopper. He throws to Parker. Inning over. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless. Due up for the 1965 Dodgers. Parker, Davis, and Valley. What a pitcher duel it has been so far. So David Cohn's on the mound. He has faced 14 batters. He's good for 27. Wes Parker's 0 for 1 today. Wes looking for a 6.97 or higher. The windup and the pitch by Cohn. 2-4-2. That ball goes out to center field. Williams comes in on it and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Willie Davis comes to the plate. Left-handed batter. Righty-lefty matchup here for Cohn. Davis 0 for 1. Davis needs a 7.57 or better. Home run swing, 981 or greater. Posada goes through the signals. Cohn nods his head. Here's the pitch to Davis. And that's a 0.55. That's a strikeout for Coney. Big swing and a miss on the curveball. 2 outs, no one on. The catcher, Hector Valley, steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. His home run swing consists of a dice roll of 981 or better to reach safely 711 or more. The windup and the pitch by Cohn. 6-0-6. That is a hard hit ball to Jeter. He backhands it, throws to Martinez. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 6th, still scoreless. Due up for the 1998 Yankees, Cohn, Jeter, and Bernie Williams. To face Sandy Koufax, who has been magnificent on the mound so far. Let's quickly go to Koufax's box numbers. 5 innings, he's only given up 3 hits, no runs, and he struck out 8, walked none. For David Cohn, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So it's been an incredible pitcher's duel here between these two great teams in the Great Teams League using Digital Diamond Baseball. So Cohn's 0 for 1. He needs a 8.92 or better to reach base safely. Here's the pitch by Koufax. Let's see if he can strike Coney out. Get strikeout number 9. He doesn't. That's a 9.37. Cohn singles to right. A leadoff single by David Cohn. Wes Parker to hold him on. Cohn's actually a decent base running threat. To steal, he needs under a 70. If he gets that, he needs under a 690. Derek Jeter comes to the plate. Yankees shortstop. 0 for 2. Dodgers looking to turn 2 here. Get 2 for 1. Jeter needs a 6.67 or better to reach base safely. The windup and the pitch by Koufax. No outs, a runner on first. 4-8-1. It's a slow roller. Valley grabs it, and he throws to Parker at first. That slow roller works just like a sacrifice as Cone advances to second. There's one out now. Bernie Williams comes to the plate. Switch-hitting center fielder will be batting right-handed. Off the left-handed throwing Koufax. He's 0 for 2. He's looking for a 6-3-8 or higher to reach base safely. Remember, the higher the dice roll, the better the result. Koufax wants to keep this dice roll very low, looking for strikeout number 9. He gets the sign from Valley, the windup and the pitch to Bernie Williams. We await the dice roll. One out, man at second. 7-2-2, that is the first walk Sandy Koufax gives up. Excellent eye by Bernie Williams. He's on at first. So the Yankees have first and second, one out. Dodgers looking for a twin killing to end the inning here. Paul O'Neill, Yankee right fielder, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. O'Neill's looking for a base hit at least, which would be an 8-2-1 or better to reach base safely, 7-9-0 or greater. The windup and the pitch to Paul O'Neill. One out, two on. Lefty-lefty matchup. That's a 9-4-7, and that is a double. It splits Johnson and Davis in left center field. One run scores. Here's the dice roll on the second one. And Bernie Williams also scores. So on the Paul O'Neill one-out double, the 1998 Yankees take a 2-0 lead as they get to Koufax finally in the top of the 6th. So Tino Martinez comes to the plate looking to extend the Yankee lead. He's 1 for 2 today. O'Neill, a fairly good base runner at second base. One out. Here's the pitch to Martinez. He's looking for a 7-9-6 or higher with a dice roll. Koufax delivers. 0-5-1, and that is going to be a strikeout number 9 on a big swing and a miss on another fastball that he blew by a Yankee batter. Koufax now has 9 strikeouts. So with 2 outs, it's up to Jorge Posada, the switch-hitting catcher, to extend this inning or knock Paul O'Neill in. O'Neill at second, 2 outs. Posada's looking for a 6-7-6 or higher. Koufax is ready. Here's the pitch. .296. Posada goes down swinging. That's Koufax's number 10 strikeout. O'Neill stranded at second, but his one-out double here in the top of the 6th gives the Yankees a 2-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th now. Dodgers have to get their bats busy. Due up for the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers. Koufax, Wills, and Gilliam. Koufax 0 for 1. He'll stay in the game. He has 10 strikeouts. He's looking for a 7-8-2 or higher to advance safely. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. 5-2-4. That ball goes out to center field. Williams drifts to his left a bit, makes the catch for out number 1. Top of the order now. Leadoff hitter, Maury Wills. Dodgers shortstop's 0 for 1 today. He has walked and stolen a base. If he gets on, Gilliam will represent the tying run at the plate. Wills is looking for a 7-0-2 or higher. Cone gets the sign from Posada. He sets and delivers to Wills. Here's the dice roll. That's an 800. That's a single right back up the middle. So Maury Wills is on. He's definitely a base running threat. He will be going, folks. So we're going to look for a dice roll under 680. If we get that, then we want a dice roll under 750 to complete the theft of second base. So here's the steal attempt. We want under a 680, and we don't get it. It's a 7-6-6. Wills cannot get the proper jump. Cone throws back to first. Martinez applies the tag, but Wills is back safely. So they almost picked off Maury Wills. So Jim Gilliam is at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. The third baseman, only batted .258 off right-handed pitching. Let's check our pinch hitters here. There's got to be someone better. Look at all of them. So Jeff Torborg, 333, very limited playing time though. Tommy Davis, 308. Don Lejon, 237. He's a third baseman. I think we're going to go with Tommy Davis. Will come in to pinch hit for Jim Gilliam. So Tommy Davis will come in to pinch hit for Jim Gilliam. Davis only batted .250, but as you saw, against right-handed pitchers, .292. So limited at-bats. So he represents the tying run at the plate. Maury Wills on first. We're looking for a 7.39 or better for Davis to reach his home run swing, 9.92 or more. So a slim shot to tie this game up with one swing of the bat. Yankees looking for a double play. Cone's ready. Here's the pitch to Davis. The dice roll. 2-7-2. That ball goes to Jeter. He charges it. He throws to Martinez. They just get Davis at first. Advancing to second is Maury Wills. He's in scoring position now with 2 outs, And Jim Lefevre comes to the plate. Second baseman. He's 0 for 2 today. Lefevre's home run swing 9.80 or better to reach safely 6.93 or more. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the dice roll. That's a 3-2-6. That ball goes out to left field. Curtis comes in on it. Makes the catch. Inning over. So Maury Wills is stranded at second. We go to the top of the 7th. The 1998 Yankees 2. The 1965 Dodgers nothing. Yankees looking to win the first 2 games of this opening series of this league. And we now need a third baseman. And we're going to put John Kennedy will go in to play third. So John Kennedy will go into the number 7 spot. No, John Kennedy will go in the number 2 spot. So John Kennedy comes in to play third base. Sandy Koufax still out on the mound. He's faced 23 batters. He's good for 29. Due up for the Yankees, Brocious, Knobloch, and Curtis. Koufax has struck out in his 6 innings, 10 batters. He has given up 2 runs on the Paul O'Neill double. So Brocious is 0 for 2. Brocious needs a 6.57 or better to advance safely. Koufax wants none of that. Gets a sign from Valley. He winds and delivers to Brocious. Here's the dice roll. 1-8-2, and that's another strikeout on a wicked slider. Big swing and miss by Brocious. So that's strikeout number 11 for Sandy. 1 out. Chuck Knobloch comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Nobby's looking for a 7.05 or higher to advance safely. The windup and the pitch by Koufax. 2-0 Yankees. That's a 1.85, and that is strikeout number 12. Another swing and a miss on the high cheese. Koufax is dealing. That one mistake to Paul O'Neill has cost him 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Koufax looking to strike out the side here. Chad Curtis comes to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Curtis is 0 for 2. Curtis wants a 7-2-4 or more. Koufax wants a nice low dice roll for strikeout number 13. Toes the rubber. Peers in at Valley. Nods his head. He sets and delivers to Curtis. We await the dice roll and the result. 1-2-6. Koufax has struck out the side. A big swing and a miss on another fastball. We go to the bottom of the 7th. As they play Take Me Out to the ball game, Koufax has now struck out 13 in a tremendous effort here by Sandy. But dueling him pitch for pitch is David Cone. Cone has only given up 2 hits and has a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th, and he will face Fairley, Johnson, and Parker. Ron Fairley 1 for 2. His home run swing 9.86 or more to reach base safely 6.65 or better. Cone looks in at Posada, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 5-0-3. That ball goes to Martinez. It's a line drive right at him. He makes the catch. Nice play by the first baseman. 1 up, 1 down. Lou Johnson steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Dodger left fielder. He's looking for a 7-2-2 or better to reach safely. Dodgers need to put. Cone sets and delivers. 0-6-0. That's a strikeout. As Cone painted the black there on the outside corner. So with 2 outs and no one on, Wes Parker steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Parker's looking for a 6.97 or better. Home run swing consists of a dice roll of 9.86 or higher. The windup and the pitch to Parker. 2 outs, no one on. That's a 5-3-3. That ball goes out to center field, and Bernie Williams makes the running catch on the line drive over the shoulder. Inning over. We go to the top of the 8th. The 1998 New York Yankees 2. The 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers nothing. Due up for the Yankees, Cone, Jeter, and Williams to face Sandy Koufax. He has faced 26 batters. His threshold is 29. He has struck out 13. His one blemish, a 1-out double to Paul O'Neill in the top of the 6th that knocked in the only 2 runs for the Yankees. David Cone at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's scored in the top of the 6th. Coney needs an 8.92 or higher to advance safely. The windup and the pitch by Koufax. Koufax looking for his 14th strikeout. 4-4-1, and he will get it. Big swing and a miss. No way David Cone was catching up to that fastball. Koufax now has 14 strikeouts, though he is trailing 2-0. Top of the order, Derek Jeter. Yankees shortstop 0 for 3. Can Koufax get number 15? Jeter's looking for a 6.72 or higher. Koufax is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Jeter. 1 out, no one on. Yankees up 2-0, top of the 8th. 1-3-7. He gets another strikeout as he blows the fastball right by Jeter. There's number 15 for Sandy. Can Koufax strike out the side here? Bernie Williams comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's walked once and scored a run. Williams looking 6.38 or better to reach safely. Koufax wants a 2.54 or lower to get strikeout number 16. Koufax toes the rubber. Looks in at Valley. Nods his head. He sets and delivers to Williams. 2 outs, no one on. 2-0 Yankees, top of the 8th. 5-5-4. That ball goes to Lefevre. It's a slow ground ball. He dives at it and quickly throws from his knees, and they just nip Williams at first base. Inning over. That was a very bizarre play on the slow ground ball. He kind of kicked away from it and kind of dove and barehanded and quickly flipped to Wes Parker. To end the inning, we go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-0 Yankees due up for the Dodgers. Davis, Valley, and Koufax. Koufax will most likely be pinch hit for now in the bottom of the 8th. Down 2. Davis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Again, the Dodgers desperately want to put some runners on. Davis needs a 7.57 or higher to reach safely. Cone has only given up 2 hits in his 7 innings of work. He sets and delivers to Davis. 5-6-9. That's a shallow, lazy fly ball to right. O'Neill comes in, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Hector Valley comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's looking for a 7-1-1 or more. Home run swing consists of a dice roll of 9-8-1 or higher. Cone's ready. Here's the pitch to Valley. 0-9-1. That's a big swing and a miss. The only thing Valley hit was air. It's a strikeout for Coney. 2 outs, no one on. Sandy Koufax comes to the plate, and that's going to be it for Sandy. A pinch hitter will be coming off the bench for the Dodgers. And before we go to the pinch hitter, let's go to the box score for Sandy Koufax's absolutely marvelous numbers here. He's in line to be the tough luck loser, though. Koufax pitched 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 1, struck out 15. The one big blemish, the 1-out double by Paul O'Neill in the top of the 6th, knocking in 2. So with 2 outs, the Dodgers will go to their bench. And we're going to go to Jeff Torborg. He batted .333 off right-handed pitching. So Torborg will come in to pinch hit for Sandy Koufax. He's looking to extend this inning here, get it to the top of the order. 2-0 Yankees. As Ken Castro in the chat says, claps for Sandy as he is lifted. Yes, a very nice standing ovation by the Dodgers fans from 1965. He pitched wonderfully, Ken. Just no run support. As if you want to see an absolutely wonderful replay, go to Tabletop Baseball. And Earl with an E did all the Sandy Koufax games from, I think it's from 66 or 65. But it's absolutely marvelous. He used Stratomatic, I believe. The dice board game. And Ken Castro, I think you caught some of those. They're absolutely fabulous games. So, and the Dodgers just had really horrible offensive teams. 66. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. So, and I think that was Koufax's last year. So Torborg comes to the plate to pinch hit for Sandy Koufax. Once again, wonderful outing. He had 15 strikeouts. He only gave up 2 runs and 5 hits. He looks to be the tough luck loser here tonight. Torborg needs a dice roll of 7.43 or higher. His home run swing consists of a dice roll of 9.82 or greater. Cone looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 8th. The windup and the pitch to Torborg. 7-0-9, that's a hard hit ball to Jeter, and he catches the line drive as he leaps and snags it out of the air to rob Torborg of a hit. Inning over. We go to the top of the 9th, 2-0, 1998 Yankees. So we need a pitcher now. Go to our bullpen. And I think we're going to go with Bob Miller. Actually, we're going to go Bill Singer for a batter. And then we'll go to Bob Miller, or possibly... we're going to go Bill Singer. He only threw an inning for the 65 Dodgers, so this will complete Bill Singer for the year. So he'll go 9 spot, we'll go okay. So Singer comes in. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning so far. He'll face Paul O'Neill. O'Neill's looking, oh, this was not a good matchup. O'Neill needs a 5.85 or higher to reach safely. Singer's ready. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. We await the dice roll. 2.65. That's a fly ball out to Fairley and right. He comes in a bit, makes the catch for out number 1. So Singer has pitched his 1 inning that he actually pitched for the Dodgers. Ken Castro says, yes, great games, lousy run support. Yeah, that was a really wonderful replay of a pitcher. And he's Earl from Tabletop Baseball. He's doing Greg Maddux now, his last year with the Cubs. But check out the Sandy Koufax one. It's absolutely fabulous. And as Ken Castro states in the chat, absolutely horrible run support. The Dodgers in 1966 would go to the World Series and get swept by the Orioles. Can anyone guess how many runs they scored in 4 games? I'll tell you something. Divide the games by 2. And that's how many runs they scored. They scored 2 runs in 4 games. And I believe they came in 1 game. And I think they were shut out twice by the Orioles in that World Series. So Tino Martinez comes to the plate. And we're going to give Singer another batter here. So he's actually going to go over what he actually pitched for the year. Martinez is looking 6.03 or better. The windup and the pitch by Singer. Here's the dice roll. 1 out, no one on. 2-0 Yankees, top of the 9th. 7-6-8, and that's a single to right, and that's going to be it for Singer. Go back to our pen. Jorge Posada comes to the plate. And now we'll go to Bob Miller. So Bob Miller comes out of the pen. Dodgers looking for a double play ball here. Martinez is at first. He's being held on by Wes Parker. Posada's 1 for 3. He's looking for a 7.04 or higher to reach safely. Bob Miller in 65, 6 wins, 7 losses, 2.97 earned run average. Peers in at Valley, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Posada. We await the dice roll. Dodgers want to turn 2 and get out of this inning. Keep it a 2-run deficit, 9-4-3. So Tino Martinez attempted to steal. He doesn't get the proper lead. And that's a 9-9-9. You can kiss that ball goodbye as Posada just crushed that ball to dead left. The Yankees have doubled their run total. They've now made it 4-0 on the 2-run blast by Posada here in the top of the 9th. And that could be the final nails in the coffin for the 1965 Dodgers, who do not score runs. Scott Brocious comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He's looking for a 7.05 or higher. Miller's a bit peeved out on the mound as the air in the balloon, which is known as Dodger Stadium, has come out. The windup and the pitch by Bob Miller. 1 out, no one on, 4-0 Yankees, top of the 9th. And Miller takes out his frustrations on Brocious as he plants a fastball right between his numbers on the back. Yes, Chris Anderson in the chat says he's talking about the 1966 Dodgers. He said they lost to Baltimore games 3 and 4, 1-0. And he says, ouch. Yes, no run support whatsoever. So Chuck Knobloch comes to the plate. 1 out, 1 on, 4-0 Yankees. Knobloch's looking 6.98 or better. Here's the pitch by Miller. 6-4-5. That ball's hit to Wills, who goes to Lefevre over to Parker. Double play. Inning over, but damage done on the 2-run blast to left by Jorge Posada. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The 1998 Yankees looking to go 2-0 in this great teams league. Have a commanding 4-0 lead. Top of the order for the 1965 Dodgers. Wills, Kennedy, and Lefevre. Maury Wills, 1 for 2. He's walked once and has stolen a base. He needs a 7.02 or better. Cone is still out on the mound. He has faced his threshold 27 out of 27 batters. Posada goes through the signs. Cone nods his head. Here's the pitch to Wills. 6-4-2. That ball's a soft grounder to Jeter. He grabs it and throws to Martinez for out number 1. Cone's 2 outs away from a complete game victory and shutout. John Kennedy comes to the plate, and we're not going to let him hit. 171 average. Back to our bench. Don LeJohn will come in to pinch hit. Another one of these guys with limited playing time. Well, he had 78 at-bats, 34 games. Okay. I like that name, Don LeJohn. Come on, Don LeJohn, get a hit here, kid. So LeJohn comes to the plate. He's looking for a 7.29 or better. Dodgers down 4. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the dice roll, 4-1-4. That ball goes right back to Cone, who throws it to Martinez for out number 2. And it's going to be up to Jim Lefevre to keep what little Dodger hopes alive. Lefevre's 0 for 3. Looking for a 6.93 or better to advance safely. Coney wants a dice roll lower than that to end the game. The windup and the pitch by David Cone. 4-0 Yankees, 2 outs, no one on. Bottom of the ninth. 9-4-3. That's a double down the right field line. So Lefevre says, not me. He will not make the last out. He has a 2-out double. And that's it for David Cone. Now coming in to try to close out the game, Mike Stanton, the left-hander. 4-1 in 1998. 5.47 ERA. He'll face the lefty Ron Fairley, who only batted .252 off left-handed pitching. He's 1 for 3 today. Home run swing low. 9.72 or better. 6.88 or higher, and he reaches safely. Let's go to our bench for ha-has and see who hit lefties. Al Ferreira, 246, so we're going to stick with Fairley. All right, so Fairley needs to get on base to extend this game. Stanton's done with his warm-up tosses. He's ready. He's on the mound. He toes the rubber, looks in at Posada, nods his head. He sets and delivers to Fairley. Here's the dice roll. 6-9-1, and that fastball got away from him. He hit him. So Fairley advances to first base. And now Lou Johnson comes to the plate. Johnson struggled against left-handed pitching in 65. Only .216 batting average, and now we're definitely going to go back to the bench. Al Ferreira will come off the bench. He hit .246 off left-handed pitching, slugging percentage of .361. And if by the miracle of God they somehow tie the game, he'll stay in to play left field. Now here comes Ferreira off the bench. So Ferreira Was in 41 games in 65, 81 at-bats, 1 home run, not much, though 974 to 999, that's not bad. And his 1 home run did come off a left-handed pitcher. All right. 2 on, 2 outs, 4-0 lead, bottom of the 9th for the Yankees. Mike Stanton on the mound. He needs 1 more out to complete this shutout of the Dodgers. Ferreira is looking 702 or higher. Home run swing, as I stated, 974 or more. Gets the sign from Posada. Here's the pitch to Ferreira. 269. That's a hard hit ball out to Curtis. He's there to make the catch on the line drive. Ball game over. The Dodgers are shut out 4-0. The winning pitcher is David Cone, the tough luck loser. Sandy Koufax. Let's make this game official, and we'll go to the official box score. Hope you enjoyed it. Before I go to the box score, though, I'd like to say, let's make it official. There we go. I'd like to say thank you to Chris Anderson in the chat, Ken Castro, What's Blazing in Sports. That's D-Tub. Check out his channel, What's Blazing in Sports. Wonderful boxing live chats. And also ID Gesture, who was in here earlier on. Check out ID Gesture's channel. That's ID Gesture, all one word. He's been doing a lot of action RPG games as well as sports retro replays. And also check out Tabletop Baseball with the Earls and Higher Ground Gaming with Eric. And if you like TV shows, Broke Black Man 94 does wonderful movie and TV reviews, as well as Phil the Issues Guy. All those channels can be located on my YouTube page. Thank you for listening. All right, let's quickly go to the box score. So we go to schedule. And now we click on this game here. So player of the game, David Cone. Cone went 8 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, struck out 5. Stanton came in, pitched the final third. And that's how that Yankee pitching went. For the Dodgers, Sandy Koufax, tough luck loser. 8 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, to which Paul O'Neill doubled with 1 out in the top of the 6th. That was all the Yankees needed. He walked 1, struck out 15. Singer came in, pitched a third of an inning. He gave up a hit and a run. It was earned. Miller came in. He pitched 2/3 of an inning. He gave up the 2-run blast to Posada in the top of the 9th. That made it 4-0, and that's how it would stay. Honorable mention for player of the game, Paul O'Neill. He had the 1-out double that knocked in 2 in the 6th, top of the 6th. Let's just go through the hits for both teams. Maury Wills, 1 for 3. Lefevre, 1 for 4. Fairley, 1 for 3. And those are the 3 Dodger hits. So in 30 at-bats, the Dodgers mustered 3 hits, no runs. Walked 1, struck out 5 times. For the Yankees, the hits were O'Neill, 1 for 4. That double that knocked in 2 runs. And then you had Tino Martinez, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Posada, 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBIs on the home run. And Knobloch, 1 for 4. And Coney, the pitcher, 1 for 3 with a run scored. So the Yankees, 32 at-bats, 4 runs, 7 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 walk. They struck out 15 times. What a fun performance by Sandy Koufax. I think I'm going to do, with this series, I'm going to do a lot of Sandy Koufax games when he pitches. I'm also doing the 46 Red Sox. Now I'm going to look more pitching matchups here. So I'm going to do some 57 Milwaukee Braves for the Cubs, the Bears. He likes the 57 Milwaukee Braves team. So, all right, this is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for joining me. Thank you once again to Chris Anderson in the chat, Ken Castro, What's Blazing in Sports, and ID Gesture. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate that you took time out to spend some time with me means a great deal to me. Health, happiness. Till next time, bye-bye. Take care. God bless.